Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. Since the previous part and this part, I actually went and found some of the data points um, um, from like across the world. As you can see, we have a ton of new ones here. I actually was finding them in order of which they were on this like map, so I figured that we would read some. So we have Refugee Museum opens. So this is a climate refugee museum opens in London. London, May 8th, 2060. Celebrated poet and environmental activist Diego Abella fought back Tears Day as a speech delivered on the steps of a newly opened climate refugee memorial museum in London. I was 19 in 2033 when the waves rose up and swallowed the Azores? Bella said. The waves swallowed my home. The next decade of my life I would spend behind the walls of the uh, Thamesmead? Well, it is in London, so Thames. Thamesmead Emergency Relocation Facility. Starving at day, freezing at night, contending with scorn, disgust, and abuse from the very people charged to care for me. Abella went on to discuss the still controversial police actions of 2038. In the Thamesmead uprising, it was an uprising, not a riot, as your hollow pages still call it. I saw men and women crushed beneath the jackboot heel of a panicking power structure. Friends, lovers, I saw them die. My experience is not singular. There were 1,000 Thamesmeads. We must not allow the dark moment in our species' history to become a struggling footnote. Second Chance Party UK Prime Minister Sally Bower was among the first to tour the new museum. Our nation totally needs this. Totally needs this. What climate refugees endured was really bad. I don't know if the Prime Minister talking like this is great. It completely deserves a real space museum so we can literally stand in their remembrance and be aware and create a brighter world than what came before. Oh, maybe she's like a, maybe she's kind of like a scav or whatever they call them. What are those like? I don't know. I can't remember the word for it. Like those kind of like British emo type girls, like or like the British kind of girls that are like, oh my god, totally like the Valley girls from California, but British. I can't remember what they're called. In contrast, opposition candidate Nigel Kearns-Bailey of the Fair Chance Party UK was fiercely critical of the museum and its spokesperson. More than 1 billion persons perished of the Great Die-Off. Thanks to the generosity of the UK, our generosity, Diego Abella was not one of them. If he so hates the fact that we saved his life and gave him shelter for a decade, I suggest he wend his way down to the Thames and jump in. It's never too late to drown. In fact, wow, that guy doubled down on being an asshole. I also have here, Hair My program attracting young people back to New Zealand. Auckland, January 1st, 2062. Annalise Cameron was barely 3 years old when her family fled the 2036 submergence. Now she's come back. We joke it's not New Zealand anymore. It's new New Zealand. It's new New Zealand. But that's just having a laugh. For the first time in my life, I feel like I'm home. Cameron is one of the approximately 17,000 young Kiwi transplants participating in the New Zealand government's Hair My program, which offers tax incentives to displaced New Zealanders for returning home. The program is the brainchild of PM Tama Nagata, who is widely credited with facilitating the revitalization of Auckland and Christchurch through risky post-Citarum River disaster investment in the nanotech construction industry. It's time to let the world know we're still here, said Nagata of the program. Our nation is strong. Not even the die-off could bring us down. We've rebuilt and our doors are open. God, what happened to New Zealand? Hell, what happened to fucking London? Jesus. The world's just getting worse. As it is in reality. Shot versus Frost. Editorial, overturning Shot versus Frost is a pipe dream. January 9th, 2061. Of all the tedious and repetitive talking points that became the touchstones of the last presidential election, none were more empty or jejune than the debate over Shot versus Frost, the Supreme Court decision that granted corporations the right to run for and hold political office through proxy candidates. Oh, so it's cyberpunk. Nobody could be blamed for thinking this was an actual issue. This was the race, after all, that brought us such a deliciously dramatic holoclipse as Lucy Almodovar asking to speak to your Barney's Atami's manager, and Atami declaring Almodovar a dangerous anarchist for her apparently anti-corporate stance. But for all of Almodovar's fiery rhetoric, the fact remains that the single largest donor to her campaign fund was arguably the second most powerful corporate entity in the world, Metallurgic International. To think that she would have any legitimate interest in data corrupted. All right. Jeff Andretas show. Transcript: the Jeff Andretas show, 4/17/62, part 4. Oh, cool. Transcripts of each episodes are posted within 24 hours on the Hall transcripts, blah, blah, blah. Alright. Oh, I do this thing here. And we are back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the Jeff Andretas Show, brought to you, of course, by the Rational Capitalist Immersicast Network. And you know what? Let's jump right into this. There is this trend of young people who are immigrating to China, of all places, for work. They're choosing to work in China's factories as manual labor. There's this article today posted on Cafe Intel. One of these cultural trend fluff pieces these progs are so fond of, reporting that immigration to China by American citizens has doubled since 2050. Now, why is that? Well, Cafe Intel would have you believe that corporate sovereignty, the left's current favorite boogeyman, has increased automation, increased automation, excuse me, goddamn, I hate the radio, have limited their opportunities here in America, folks. Now, I know I don't have to tell the world's smartest radio audience, but that is absurd. Do you know what's limited these young people's opportunity? Poor decision making. Nothing else. Right now, at this very moment in history, the best instruction in the history of education is available to anyone who has the nuts to apply for a modest loan. But no, these infants, these spoiled, better back winners, with their totally inherited, totally unexamined prejudice against the amazing work being done by corporations around the globe, and in this country specifically, they say, oh no, I won't go to a corporate school. I don't want to go learn something useful from someone successful. I want to move to Vancouver. I want to major in Bashcore studies from stoned out of my fucking mind on Snake University. Now, what exactly do you think was going to happen when you graduated with your creative expression degree from some East Coast left-wing edu enclave that nobody's ever heard of? Folks, listen. We aren't experiencing a brain drain in this country. We are experiencing a shame drain. And I say, bring it on. We're going to open the channels here. If you want to drop in, you know where to find us. And as always, no fancy skins, no voice mods. If you're going to be a belligerent ass on my show, you're going to do it with your real face, you cowards. And scene. I didn't know what to expect from that, but all right. Okay, well, we've read a few. We'll come back later. But I also will say, I also got all the rest of the scanned glyphs as well, so we have those also to read. So we'll drop in a little bit from time to time and read those. I just came over here to save, so... oh, yeah, I had a thing pointed out here, but, you know. All right, quests, Deep Secrets of the Earth, that's what we're on. We're still trying to figure out about the Project Zero Dawn. So, I mean, I still want to know. All right, to Sunfall, where I think we'll probably also get the other side quest here as well. Well, the main side quest that you get a trophy for. we're experiencing a shame. That was a little over exaggerated. It would probably sound more like Alex Jones.
The Mad King
Turn the frogs gay.
A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
I'm turning the frickin' machines gay. Oh, get out of my way! Get out of my way, asshole! By the way, I'm just quoting Alex Jones. I have nothing against anybody. I'm just letting you know now. I'm just doing a quote. That's it. You know me, we don't talk about politics on the channel. And we're not going to start.
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
Oh, they're saluting me.
What are you talking about? Did I crash the network or not?
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Okay. Alright, so... Ooh, there's another thing over there. Shit!
I can't believe we...
Hi. Just here to steal your stuff. See ya.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
I'll take the shard.
Okay. Take all that crap.
Can we really trust savages to show
Okay, let's see. Oh. Oh. For some reason, the fucking game crashed. Cool. Cool, gotta walk all the way back. That's what I wanted to do. Sick.
you a good price? I've got all the best goods here.
Shut up.
Gives me hope.
Shut the fuck up.
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
Well, we know it was.
What are you talking about?
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment.
Outlanders,
Meantime,
if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
I'm gonna be the first one.
Even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
Now let's not crash this time.
Looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
Oh god, another one of these guys.
Revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
It's the other guys.
Lucian Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
It's the Mad King's
By the
son and
will of radiant
wife.
Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think?
Hmm?
Yep.
Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
Okay.
The way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel. Gotta see the sun rings from on high.
All right, Trader's Bounty. All right. Well, I kind of want to do this. That shit can wait.
The food is from Dowager Queen Nasadi, little ones. Her Highness knows times are hard and helps when she can. Eat. Bring some home for your families, if you have one. I've heard whispers about you. Rides machines, fancy spear, delightful freckles. Some even say you have a conscience. How
Yeah, apparently she also has like a little bit of like hair on her face in the new
Who are
game,
you?
and people are upset with that.
Obviously,
So
not one of the Shadow Karja.
My name is Vanasha. For now, all you need to know is that I'm a whisper of reason in this howling pit of insanity.
I know how that feels.
I'm sure you do. And so does Uthid. He's a good man, so naturally the Shadow Karja want to murder him. I've done some digging, and I think he's headed for the Green Climb. It won't take those mercenaries long to find him. He could use some help, if you're so inclined.
Stop being evasive and tell me who you really are.
Stop being evasive? You might as well tell me to stop being charming. It's impossible, but I like you, so I'll tell you a secret. I have friends in Meridian, and I'd like to know
her
yours for the
mouth
same.
is desynced. What the fuck is going on with this game now?
He survives.
What the hell's going on with this game?
What makes you think he's on the Green Climb?
He
It
knows
crashed.
he'll be
Now her
pursued,
her
so
mouth
he
is
needs a hideout
desynced.
that's both familiar and defensible. He once single-handedly held off an entire bandit clan in those foothills. My guess is that he'll fall back on what worked before.
How do you know Uthid is innocent?
I'm excellent at making inquiries. Look, he feeds orphans from his own rations and personally punishes anyone who hurts the old or infirm. The idea that he would try to kill Edelman is ridiculous. He must have found something that can embarrass the priesthood. Otherwise, Bahavas wouldn't risk marking such a well-regarded man for death.
Okay.
I'll do what I can for Uthid. But what about you?
What about me, what?
What will you do while I risk my life?
Useful things, little huntress.
I will give yams to children.
They mark the start of the Green Climb. Good luck.
Okay.
Real food.
Go to the 3 dead trees. Did they fucking patch this game or some shit? Fucking 18 parts, dude. And now all of a sudden, here we are. Fucking problems. Yeah, it's 3 dead trees, alright.
3 dead trees. Just like Vanasha said. Let's see. These tracks lead up that rise. Must be the Green Climb.
I'm gonna be kind of yawning through this one. I'm kind of tired. I haven't had a nap today. I didn't stream both of these back to back just because I was gonna take a nap. Laid down to do so.
Time to climb.
And didn't. Oh, it's another one of these, huh? At least we made it across this time. It's a weird place to climb up. Another weird short jump.
All right, made it. Where did you go, Uthid? Food scraps. I'll bet Uthid stopped to see if he was being followed.
It's not a separate thing. Oh, I have to investigate first, that's right.
I've got to catch up.
I guess not. Follow the tracks.
A dead machine. Uthid's been hunting.
No. He's killed a couple.
Everything useful has been stripped. Uthid's been gathering components.
Here.
Talks. Looking to scavenge.
Alright,
Uthid took down a Ravager. Not an easy kill, but worth it for the place. Dead Watchers. More scrap for Uthid's stockpile.
I can't remember if this game had a photo mode or not. I think it does. Yeah. People really love like photo mode for games. I've never been a fan of photo mode. I don't really use it. Oh god. Wow, great shot there, loser.
The next one doesn't miss.
Uthid?
You're young for a bounty hunter. Or am I old for a soldier?
I'm not here
Wolf.
for the price on your head, Uthid. I believe you're innocent.
Innocent? Come on, then. If this is a trick, it's a good one. You've earned your kill.
I'm not here to kill you. I was sent by that lady. I can't remember her name. I'm just gonna rob ya! Ha!
No tricks. Just talk.
All right. Speak.
All your war
I
medals.
want to know what happened at Sunfall.
Is that a
What
Stormbird?
really happened?
All right. For weeks, each dawn in the tent city came with a new death. Always no sleep, no struggle. The old, the infirm, sometimes the young. Those who couldn't fight for the cause. I should have realized then it was a culling.
Who would do such a thing?
They thought it was a curse, an evil spirit.
King Jiran.
But it was only a man. And a silent poison. It took time to catch him, but we did. We brought him before Bahavas for the sun's judgment.
The High Priest Bahavas? He's the one who put the bounty on you.
Yes. He thanked me for my diligence, then had his guards release the villain. You see? It was he who ordered the culling. Then they turned on us. Should have died with my men, so their loyalty meant something. 20 years I gave to the sun. For what? Malice and murder? As for honor, sacrifice, true sacrifice, the kind priests and rulers know nothing of? It's all a fat joke.
Jeez.
If it's honor you seek, the Sun Karjas seem trustworthy. A little stuck up, maybe, but trustworthy.
Those Karja once raided your Nora lands. Raided every land we could reach. It was the Sun's will. I did what I was told. Others did worse. But as their captain, I had...
Uthid, I don't care what you did. I can't absolve you. But the Karja are changing their ways. You could too.
Perhaps.
New year, new me.
God doesn't understand what the Sun demands of its soldiers.
Perhaps he understands it too well.
Now you sound like the blameless Murad.
I can believe you're a good man. But why go with the Shadow Karja in the first place? Why serve them?
Because of Itaman, of course. He was the one true Sun King.
Itaman's just a child.
Yes, an untainted vessel. I believed he was pure. But they used him. Used our faith. I can see that now. No shadows under a noonday sun. Bahavas didn't need to disgrace my name. I did it myself, serving a rotten throne.
All right, well, let's go.
Someone wants to get you out of this. A woman named Nasha. But first, we need to get
Oh,
you.
that's her name, Vanasha.
What are you? You look like a hunter. You give orders like a soldier who's been out.
Oh boy.
Think they'll all line up to tell me I'm innocent?
I didn't bring them with me.
Plains, Karja! The mountains belong to us.
Oh, it's the Banuk. The Banuk. The Banuk.
You won't even leave an echo.
You didn't make it hard to be followed. Almost as if you wanted to go out in a showdown.
Not much gets by you.
Is that? Yeah, trouble.
Sun's judgment upon you. Keep up the attack. We still got another squad on the way. Oh, sun, shine upon us. Move in. We'll send the rest as soon as they arrive.
No, you're not getting picked off. You're just getting your ass kicked.
This battle's over.
Could shoot you with my eyes closed.
It's up to you now, man. Rally. We can still finish them. Push!
Oh shit. Oh, I thought I got them all.
Press the attack. That won't be the last. Follow me.
stashed supplies up above.
Okay.
Up and over. Grab what you can while we still have time.
Not needing wood. Osram.
A robust defense is the most satisfying to break. All right, Marvels. We brought the priest out here, so let's put on a show for it.
Oh boy.
We've unfinished business, Bahavas and I. This will be difficult. I think you rallied to a lost cause.
I don't intend to die today, Uthid.
I did. But you're starting to change my mind.
Having the wrong fucking arrows equipped.
Just fight for what it's worth.
Go on.
We'll down them swiftly.
Nice.
You thugs will break against discipline.
Oop.
Look out! To your left!
Oh, I thought I shot him off. There you go. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
Get this one here!
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I can kill you from right here.
Bye-bye.
To me! Let's take her down!
Bye-bye. Just every time. There we
The
go.
last of the marvels.
Bahavas thought he had enough water.
I just dropped all these guys down a canyon.
Will you come with me?
Oh, look, they're all down there. They're all down there. Still. Why is there... Oh, I could have just used the... Oh. Could have just used this. Could have just used the Deathbringer, right? Is that what it's called? Oh, it's not. It's a disc launcher. Aw, man. Got these fucking discs that... Oh my god, so badass. Alright, let's go. Bahavas is out here. Everybody's out here to find you, to kill you.
This won't be easy. Bahavas still has his personal guard.
Well, then we'll go kill him. Go and get some bodies to loot. All those guys that fell in the ravine.
have him. I had to come here myself to end your suffering, Uther.
The hat is so ridiculous, bro.
The Outlanders led us here, and now that they are dead, their price is most affordable. But enough with needles. It's time for blades. Remove them from the sun's sight.
We'll get a heavy. Okay. Well.
All right, new plan.
I better make it hurt as the shadow falls upon them.
There we go. Die, Bahavas! He's dead. I killed him. I killed him myself. He's dead. Okay. Oh, another ledge climb.
Whatever deal you worked out with him, I'll double it. More than double it.
No. I'm tired of this.
No.
The lies and the violence in your cheap scented oils. I don't suppose you kill yourself.
I had to. I had to. Prune the weak, or all the Karja and Shadow are doomed.
This solves nothing. But may the sun find some worth among your drying bones.
Oh god. Oh. Can I have his hat? Such a ridiculous hat.
That was quite a fireworks show.
You took your time?
I was busy. What do you think happened to Yan Shund, the other mercenary band? And I had to organize passage to Meridian for a wanted man. Give us a moment, Uthid. Girl talk. You've had quite a day. I never imagined Bahavas would blunder into his own trap. His death opens up wonderful possibilities.
Yeah, but...
Remember Edaman and Nasadi? The Child King and his mother guarded like hostages at Sunfall? With Bahavas gone, no one will be watching them. I want to get them out. And I could use your help.
Alright.
Kidnapping the Sun King of the Shadow Karja is no small task.
It's not kidnapping. They want to go to Meridian, to safety.
Oh, yeah, they want to go back because of Avad.
Posing as Nasadi's handmaiden. She's scared. For herself, of course, but mostly for Edaman.
I mean, it's kind of true. I mean, you are kind of looked at as the enemy, so.
Why do you care what happens to them?
I mean, like
Edaman is the
Shadow Karja.
Karja's figurehead. If he defects, it will remove their last trace of legitimacy.
Yeah.
Beyond that, he's just a boy who clings to his mommy. He made a little grazer for me out of matchsticks once. It wasn't very good, but still, nobody ever made anything for me before.
Her mouth's still kind of out of sync.
What's going to happen to Uthid now?
Don't worry. You gave him a second life, and I'll put it to good use. He'll be welcomed in Meridian as a military advisor.
Dude, we just get all these allies, bro.
Finish the Shadow Karja with as little bloodshed as possible.
Okay.
What's going to happen at Sunfall now that Bahavas is dead?
Oh, it will be glorious. The priests will panic. There'll be infighting, skullduggery, and backstabbing as they wrangle for power. Best of all, they'll be distracted. Bahavas, your life brought misery, but your death is a flower that blooms in abundance.
Huh?
What do you need to get Nasadi and Idaman out of Sunfall?
With Bahava's dead,
A cart.
Sunfall is the easy part.
Stuff him in a cart.
I'll handle that. The big fuss will be crossing the border to the Sundom. Find my friend, 3-Toe Huadiv, near the branded shore.
What the?
I hired his crew to sweep the path.
3-Toe
All you have to
Huadiv.
do is wait for me.
If this Huadiv has already cleared the area, why
This
do you-
who's he? What's it? This what?
Little huntress. Something will go wrong, and I need protection I can count on. You.
I'll try not to disappoint.
Well, as long as he's not as weird as that fucking guy that was drinking blood and shit.
The Nora said you would help me. Are we bound for Meridian?
Only if you want to go, my dear.
What choice do I have?
Queen's Gambit. Huadim? Alright, let's read a little bit more now that we've done that. Let's actually read a, what was it? Yeah, the Banuk, because we just saw these guys. A guide to Benur and the Banuk by the well-traveled Aram. Ah, the sun shines golden on these times, where one can experience the whole world without leaving the streets of Meridian, for the gates are thrown open and the world comes to us. And yet, as I walked among the markets, I heard a question on the air again. What to make of the Banuk, these stoic, silent northern hunters, these men and women of the ice? Unfortunately for my investigations, Banuk outlanders seldom remain in Meridian long enough for exhaustive study. It is believed their cold blood does not take well to the heat. If I was to seek this knowledge, I would have to undergo the ordeal of taking up travel pack and quill and journeying to their homeland. And so it came to be that I spent a miserable time living among the Banuk in frigid Banur. Though the Banuk speak of their territory in reverent tones, put plainly, it is the most uncomfortable place in the world. There is beauty, soaring glaciers of jeweled hues, billows of steam that erupt from the earth, whirling auroras in the skies above, yes, yes. But the novelty quickly passes and the bone-freezing chill remains. It is a country of the moon, for in the day the sun is reduced to a needle's eye through the gray, and in the night the moon rises 4 times the width. There is no welcome, not in the land nor from its people. Though I lived among one of the Werricks, something like a group of families, but without the civility of a noble house, each member must prove they possess the will to survive alone. They seek to always be challenged, whether at the jaws of a machine or simply in their daily existence. I tried to explain my position, that a Karja faces a challenge, devises a solution, and then with the challenge overcome can live in contentment. This concept horrified them. It was made clear that when I expected to sleep, I must dig out my own hollow in the snow for my tent. When I'm expected to eat, I must hunt food for myself. I hid my disappointment. After all, I had participated in a hunting trial or two in my time and accepted. On the 3rd morning, I was able to bring down a rabbit, much like those seen in the plains but with a downy snow coat. Upon presenting my prize to the Werrick, I received only blank stares until one indicated I must skin and prepare it. Reader, I will spare you the details. The experience nearly changed me to eat only maize bread forevermore. I had barely finished my gory portion before the Banuk set off on a machine hunt with their shaman. A man with machine bindings sewn into his very skin. Oh, like, the Lance Reddick's character. Fucking whatever. I can't remember his name all of a sudden. Perhaps another challenge to decency. He claimed to sense the machine spirits close by, and sure enough, the hunters and I followed tracks in the snow to a grazer herd. The Banuk shortly made short work of them and with their spears, and struck with a curious desire to prove myself, I threw myself into stripping a fallen machine for parts. Instead of praise for my initiative, I was subjected to the shaman's cursing and wailing and hauled back to camp by a sullen hunter. Eventually, she explained that the machine spirits must be thanked for the gift of a successful hunt before any parts are harvested. Truly, I was despairing of the shifting wiles of Banuk culture and longed for the certainty of the sun's guidance. That night, mercifully, my companions and another Werrick gathered under a pitless clear sky to exchange songs, their way of recording history. Some understand the glyphs, but choose not to use them, asking, "What is a song without voices?" By this point, I knew better than to answer. My deeds warranted a whole verse in the song of my companions. But from what I could make out, much was lost in the translation. Still, there was laughter enough, and Minnie promised to leave me a Bannock farewell mark for our time together. I parted ways with the Warwick not far from the high bloom, and set about climbing back down to Dawn Sentinel, and with it, sun-blessed civilization. As for the farewell marks, I saw no such thing when I packed my wetly frozen belongings. Another Bannock mystery, perhaps, and my advice to you, dear reader, is to let these people keep their mysteries to themselves. So yeah, the Bannock, the Nora, the derangement. He did the derangement too, right? No, it's Well Traveled the Rum. Sun Kings, Red Maw. Alright, and then we have, let's see here, UK vets struggle. 10 years after mustering out, UK vets struggle to make ends meet. Watford, May 1st, 2062, 10 years ago, Lance Corporal Rosalind Jeffries received her discharge paperwork at a ceremony that marked the decommissioning of all human combat forces in the Royal Air Force. Today, Jeffries and her husband live with another former military family in a small two-bedroom flat in Watford. It's not ideal. I'm not doing any British accents. Well, it's not ideal, said the good-humored Jeffries, who supplements her military pension as a bartender. But it's sort of an English tradition, isn't it? Resenting elected officials for breaking promises. We make do. Jeffries isn't the only one having to make do. According to a study conducted by the Social Welfare Research Institute, 75% of veterans polled report they are unable to cover living expenses with their pension income alone. Researcher Harold Adeyemi explains it's a complicated situation. 10 years ago, few people anticipated just how high and how quickly the cost of living would rise. As funding of the NHS has gradually been siphoned into the coffers of corporate healthcare providers, it's become increasingly difficult for veterans to access medical care. Those are just two factors of probably thousands contributing to straits becoming so dire for our veterans, but I suppose that's little comfort to someone who's struggling to feed their children. It's kind of the same in America currently. I mean, I don't think that veterans really get the best treatment, and I mean, the difference here is that they are literally decommissioning troops to just put robots in the field. So, and one more, how about Hearts win Bahamas? Just Bahamas. Okay. Hearts declares victory in fight for the Bahamas. Nassau, December 22nd, 2062. After weeks of skirmishes between robotic forces of the U.S.-backed Hearts Corporation and the Columbia-based Combine TG Communications, the islands that compose the former Commonwealth of the Bahamas have been officially acquired by Hearts, pending a successful request for enfranchisement. Interest in the Bahamas, newly re-emerged since polar ice reconstitution caused global sea levels to recede, was sparked by Bahamian beaches' rich deposits of argonite, a mineral used in the chemical scrubbing of water-based pollutants. So there's where the chemical scrubbing stuff comes from that we read about in the war. Hearts, which commands an already impressive robotic military force, enlisted the aid of Michigan-based private military corporation Great Lakes Combat Solutions to capture TG communications manufacturing facilities. The much smaller Colombian corporation defended their Bahamian facilities for longer than early projections anticipated, thanks in part to robot lease agreements with the Indian military, but was ultimately forced to retreat in the face of a larger and better equipped acquisitions force. Hearts has announced intentions to holocast an immersive extravaganza highlighting the most explosive moments of robot-on-robot conflict. However, as of press time, no scheduled date has been set. Could you imagine making entertainment like entertainment out of like a bloody robot war? I think that'd be kind of funny.
What would you think Avad will welcome me after I served his enemies?
He's a forgiving man. Just smile at him.
Well, I'm just gonna fast travel. I'm just like, I'll just go. Yeah. I forgot his name was Three-Toed Khwadiv. Why's your name Three-Toed, Khwadiv? Is it because you only have 3 toes? And then he goes, nah, it's actually because I only have 1 eye. And you're like, what? The name doesn't even make any sense. Khwadiv? Speaking of Khwadivs. Supply crates? Damn. What up, guy? One of these has a health potion there, right? That's actually what I meant to do, was look in there. You look injured.
You're Three-Toe Huadiv, right? Vanasha sent me. What happened?
I got hornswoggled, that's what. Vanasha batted her lashes, wiggled her hips, and promised us treasure. Clear a path for the royals, she said. Sneak past the garrison and skewer a few watches. Hardly a bother. Little did we know there was a damned monstrosity lurking underground. We'll
Yeah?
learn not to gawk at skinny girls.
What monstrosity?
Something attacked you from underground.
Oh, you picked that up, did you?
You just said
I
it.
wondered why the
That's what I'm
Shadow
asking.
Carja didn't pay attention to the pass. Well, they don't need to. A rock-eating demon guards it for them.
Oh, it's
Tunnels
one
in
of the
dirt,
moles.
breaks through the earth and blasts rocks from its stinking face.
Yeah, I know what that
I
is.
barely escaped. My comrades weren't so lucky. I might shed a tear if they weren't all cutthroats and cheaters.
So Vanasha needed safe passage for Nasadi and Idaman, but it didn't work out?
She made it sound so sweet and easy.
I'll go do it.
Find the best path to the lake, make sure it's safe. What could go wrong? Turns out, a lot. Like bloody murder in the grinding jaws of a heinous death beast.
Come on.
Why
I'll
do you
kill
think
it.
Vanasha swindled you?
My crew came to Sunfall because we heard the bounties were fat. She offered us the fattest one of all, enough to retire on. It's my own damn fault for taking the bait. Should have known I'd end up with a rupture in my useful parts.
Alright, dude, I'll go kill the... It's called a rock something, I can't remember. Why can't I remember anything now?
I've got to destroy that thing in the pass before they arrive.
You're not too bright, are you? Well, we didn't last long against it, but I'll tell you what I know. It has armor everywhere, a little less at the rear. And when it goes underground, it will lose track of you if you're quiet. You might even be able to keep it from going under altogether if you hit its big crooked arms hard enough. That's all I can offer, friend. I promise to look solemn at your funeral before I hit the bar.
Well, you're a little bitch, so...
Spotted.
Yeah, rock breaker. Oh god. Oh jeez. Got it. Oh, he... Oh. Oh my god. This game, dude. Hey, Huadiv, it's dead. I've killed it.
Full already.
I can take this potion, right? Can I get up here? Yeah. Well, Huadiv, I killed it. What do you have to say now?
This is a botch.
By the radiant sun, I can't believe it.
Believe it.
I thought that evil rock jewel would grind you up.
I've killed a few.
After that miracle, all we can do is wait. Vanasha will be here soon. along with a boat that'll take the royals across the lake.
It can be that easy, can't it? Oh my god, it is.
Ah, little huntress. Glad you accepted my invitation to play bodyguard.
You got badass armor.
It looks like something chewed you up and spat you out.
That's pretty much exactly what happened.
The way is clear. Can we go?
I like how you always cut to the chase. In this case, literally. It won't be long before you're followed. Don't be afraid, Your Radiance. We've got excellent protection.
We gotta be getting attacked sometime.
Oh dear. Here come the Shadow Carter, and they're very angry with me.
I got him.
Hold them off.
Very noble of you, but when I start a fuss, I like to finish it. Not that your assistant isn't welcome. Khwadiv, get Idaman and his mother to the shore. Carefully.
Follow me, my lady. Ah, my
So
side.
it comes to this. I must say, after 2 years under the heel of these zealots, I'm ready to extract a little blood. Some traps would be nice.
Here's good.
Here they are. Let's make it, shall we?
They never give you enough time to set traps.
Well, that was entertaining. I suspect we're not done. More of the bastards. Get ready.
Oh, they have machines.
Sorry. Here we go.
Well now, seems I worked up a bit of a sweat.
Seems to me like you've done 0 of the work. And I've done all of it.
I'd have to ditch something.
My bomb didn't go off. Second one did.
I don't want to jinx it, but we might be in the clear. A bit late, aren't we, gentlemen?
Sorry, ma'am. The boat's waiting.
Damn, I spoke too soon.
Is that fucking Thunderjaw?
Get to the boat.
You know, this time I think I might be out of my league. If anything happens to her, I will be
Oh,
very
it
cross.
is.
We're not going anywhere.
Well, you gentlemen, you guys should probably you know, go hang out. Yep.
I'll do what I have to.
Woo! Oh god. Probably crash some. They stole my fucking kill. I will drink this. Okay, get that, get that.
Not exactly a royal barge, is it? Oh well, defectors can't be choosers. Let's get aboard, shall we?
Sorry about my phone going off. Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
You've done a good thing. Maybe even ended a war.
Maybe. But my war just keeps going.
There's a VOD. Hey VOD, I brought you some friends.
Edaman, my brother, welcome home. You have nothing to fear. You are now under the protection of the Sundom. My protection. As is your mother, she will not be harmed. You have my word, the law of the sun. Aloy, it seems I see your influence everywhere. You've done so much for the Sundom, and it will always be appreciated. You have my thanks. May you walk in the light.
Yeah. That quest line was kind of boring.
Appalling. I spent 2 years in the Forbidden West setting this up, and the redhead gets all the credit?
I'm still getting paid, right?
You haven't been in the Forbidden West, that's the next game.
I couldn't have done this without you. When we meet again...
Keep telling people that. That's the next game. I'm still getting paid, right? Aided the defectors. Oh, there we go. Alright, Rockbreaker Heart. And we have a couple more of these. First Amendment Virtual? I got this one and I was like, what is this? Does the First Amendment apply in virtual spaces? April 29, 2063. Last week, in one of the biggest synchronized police actions in U.S. history, the homes of more than 700 private citizens were raided and more than 500 arrests were made for the crime of inciting criminal behavior using private informational process. If you've been paying attention over the past 9 years, you'll know how to parse the above legal word soup. Those raided are accused of participating in a virtual anti-corporate sovereignty rally, this time at the HoloNet headquarters of Sterling Malkeet. Watching 500 people, many of them bloodied and terrified, hauled away from their homes by police SWAT bots is understandably and rightfully horrifying to a lot of people. But this is nothing new. As far back as 2054, when the first major arrest of virtual protesters occurred over the occupation of Metallurgic International's holographic customer service center, pundits and courts have engaged in a debate over whether or not the internet constitutes as a public space, and therefore legally required to oblige peaceable assembly. Legislation simply hasn't kept up with the advantages of the HoloNet, and that's no accident. It serves the interest of Sterling Malkeet and Metallurgic and their corporate ilk to treat the Holoscape not as a public space, but, in the words of Metallurgic-backed Senator Gerald O'Neill, an array of privately owned information processes. The same O'Neill, data corrupted. And then we have Harriet Choi dies. Naysay Doom priestess Harriet Choi dies. Perth, September 2nd, 2063. Infamous bioterrorist and Naysay Doom cult member Harriet Choi has died of lung cancer at the age of 54. Choi, whose religious beliefs prevented her from seeking treatment, released a statement last year reading in part, "I am dying. As always, and none are far behind me. I remain steadfast. Father Globe in his death throes, he is ready to die, but you scorn Father Globe. Rather than help him slough off filth, you condescend, insist that you know what's best. Now you've had your claw back and think you'll live forever, but the grave remains no less spacious than before." Choi was serving a life sentence at Punitech Inc.'s Alpha campus for engineering the Doom Plague, viral cocktail that scourged New York, London, Moscow, Tokyo, and Shanghai in 2039. The decision to imprison Choi for life rather than execute her was met with widespread outrage, but information she provided in exchange for the sentence led to the arrest of 16 higher-ranking members of the terrorist cult and ultimately Naysay Doom's collapse. Well, technically, she died slowly of lung cancer, so I guess the justice was a little bit better than people would have thought. But, you know, when you don't really know about that, it's... Alright, cool. So, we got that quest done. I think that's the last, like, main side quest type of thing. I don't know how close we're getting to the end of the game. We still have to do the... of course, we still have to do, you know, the Frozen Wilds. But I need to look and see, like, how far are the... Oh, level 49. There it is. Girl. Yeah, so we have 2 skills. I really want to get this fast reload thing.
Can we even call ourselves Kaja?
This isn't...
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Found it. Oh, Silas, that's his name. See, I remember now. See, sorry, Silas. I was, you know. Oh, it actually wants me to climb down. Oh, okay. Oh god. Oh god.
Other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
Yeah, I found it.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused.
Wait, what?
If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence.
Wait, what?
Ask you along for the ride.
Really? This is it? Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to do that then. Maybe if this is the end, then we should go do we should start doing the Frozen Wild stuff. Because I don't want to. Man, the main quest is not that long. Because I don't want to like. I don't want to. I wanted to do the Frozen Wild stuff before we got to like the point of no return. I guess that's the point of no return. Then might as well start going and doing it. I didn't know that.
This must be the pass Matur was talking about. It's Banuk territory just above.
Yeah. So all right. So we'll go up here. We'll go up to the Frozen Wilds. We're level 49 as well. So, man, you really gotta have to do like everything to be able to get to level 50. I think there's actually a trophy for getting to level 60 as well. Man, how do you even get to that? Alright, well, let's go. Further north we go. There's a whole bunch of stuff too.
This is useful.
So I know that one of the cool things is that we actually there's some stuff up here that we get. Like there's like spear upgrades, and I know there's like metallurgic stuff, but
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your desk.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's the ancient past that consumes me, Aloy, not my own. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
you know, I think I will, Silence. I think I will investigate you. Got a whole ass area up here.
No space. This one's in.
Oh shit. Demonic Scorcher. Oh my god, it's like a wolf. Epsilon override locked. So strength is fire, weak is freeze. Oh shit. Damn! Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, they're fucking strength of fire, duh. Woo! Those guys are fucking crazy. What the shit, dude? Those guys are fucking crazy. What the fuck? Okay, well, sure. You'd think they wouldn't be, you'd think they'd be sensitive to fire, not ice, considering they're, what do you call it? They're living up here in the cold. So that gem shit that we have, the blue stuff, we can trade those up here. There's also like skill. There's also like upgrades that you get for. Oh my god.
Okay,
Oh.
that's a welcome, I guess.
Like upgrades for the spear or whatever, so we can like socket stuff. Oh, hey, there it is. The Frozen Wilds. Oh, there we go. Damn, this area is pretty fucking massive. I wonder if there's a tall neck up here. I think there was a tall neck up here.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
Alright, just keep working our way up.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
Smoke rising from the mountain. The village, too.
Song's Edge. Let's get this. Oh, source of the smoke. Okay,
In times like these, it's not forget the importance of ceremony.
Got too much already.
that was the other one. Damn it. Okay.
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
Yeah, what is this? Alright, might as well just drop a little save here. Okay. Let's see what all the ruckus is about.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrind, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
What is that over there?
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Anyone want to talk about the giant lightning volcano in the back? Okay. What a noise. Oh, shit. Wow. A dude with another cool spear.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for, falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear! Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
Okay.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools.
I'll go up there.
A little advice. For free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans.
I like this guy.
Aurea, spouting on about spirits and demons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Werrick
Let's
up
go that
there,
thing.
and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought that Crazy might have gone with her. But no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Werrick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Werrick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid? Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
What are these Werricks about, Bertrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Yeah, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might...
The proving.
Place. Some Werricks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory Banur is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Werings.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Hey, Aloy, we read all about this in the books.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Werik has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
Oh, this guy.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin, like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered, like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave, or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Araya's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a...
I want to sell to the natives. I want to sell to them.
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent.
Uh,
The easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested.
Ooh.
Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Araya or Thunderstrom. Maybe worth a shot.
all right. Well, we have some stuff like that. Find Naltuk. Talk to Aratak. Inventory. Let's see here. We have a Scorcher Heart. So we have a quest here that we'll get. There's another quest down here. Yeah, it's cool. So we'll start this up and we'll get this, and then once we'll spend the time up here doing these quests as well, and kind of exploring. I guess we'll see next time really kind of how this goes and what we should do. Yeah, so take care, everybody, and I will see you all on the next one. Goodbye.